team. Some team will sign him. I don't know who it's going to be, but some team will sign Adam Pac-Man Jones. I just don't know who it's going to be, but somebody will. And then we already talked about the Browns and their crazy situation. They are making moves right now. They are making moves. And like I said, they could possibly be 8-8. They could possibly be 8-8 going into next year, or at the end of next year. So definitely be on the lookout for them. Also, the news from this week that Frank Gore, seems like Frank Gore is going to be gone from the Colts. That could possibly, maybe he returns to the 49ers. Maybe he returns to the 49ers. Maybe he ends his career with the 49ers. I would definitely think that would be a good idea. You know, where he started, had a great career there. So maybe he decides to go there. Or maybe he goes to New England. That's where a lot of people go. Like, I'm really, really believing and thinking that Richard Sherman is possibly going to go to New England. May seem weird, may seem far-fetched, but they seem to have and get what they want. It just seems to happen that way. So be on the lookout for Richard Sherman. He has a meeting, breaking news, he has a meeting scheduled with Detroit next week. Shout out to Jelani, JB Bodie of the Wait a Minute Show. He is a Detroit fan. He's from Detroit. So that could actually be a possibility. Him ending up in Detroit. I don't know how attractive that is. I don't know how attractive that is. But I will say this. If he goes to Detroit, he's probably going to get, that's probably where he's going to get the most money. But I don't know what or how that's going to benefit them by him going to Detroit. I don't know. And then Peyton Manning supposedly turns down the ESPN job. He didn't want to do Monday Night Football. Seems like he's going to be heading to the booth very soon. I don't know where exactly. But the Fox job is still on the table. So he possibly may want to go to Fox. You know, you look at them having all of those Thursday night games now. I think he would be a great addition. I think he would be a great addition to that booth, and he could probably be like a Tony Romo. I think he has the mind. His head is big enough. His head is big enough, so he can definitely, with no problem, be able to talk about football. So we'll see what happens with the Peyton Manning sweepstakes, which is now with him being a possible in the booth type of talker and guy, which I think he's got it. I think he can definitely do it. He should take the Fox deal. I mean, you got Thursday night games. He doesn't have to work the whole season. Maybe he's on the B squad, possibly. The A squad is Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. So he can get that Thursday spot, get it all sold up. So we'll see. But we are going to take a break. And when we get back, we're going to talk about some NBA. Mark Cuban in the news again. There's a couple of teams that have clinched a playoff berth. Also, there was a D Rose sighting. So we'll get into that in just a moment. You're tuned into the BS3 Sports Show. I'm your host, Ben, BS3. We're still taking callers. So if you want to call in after the break, 469-351-0881.
Yeah. From a young buck, all we ever dreamed of was making enough money one day to move up out the hood. Meanwhile, every day, we robbing hood. All day, we robbing hood. It's been a long time. I should've never left you, but I let him convince me you wasn't special. A little truth became lies told. Look what they made of us. Only gave us horror stories of how you hated us. Took our dreams and in return only produced rage in us. And if we stayed loyal, then a dead end is awaiting us. So we chase acceptance at the cost of ourselves, cause the narrative tells we'll end up in the coffin of jail. Yeah, after all, nothing beautiful grows there. Just the same old guns, drugs, pimps, hoes there. We drink the Kool-Aid and start despising our own hair. Then the friction comes, it's obvious what was sown here. Media pushing false narratives in disguise. Our kids, deprived of vision, just hoping to stay alive. I'll be damned if I don't show them the limit is the sky. So when they look at themselves, they find worth in their eyes. What up?
Don't forget about me. So you save yourself. What about me? Save me too.
Now we hate ourselves to chase their wealth, not knowing the priceless jewels in the cards we were dealt. Found power in the struggle to carry the weight we held. If this concrete could speak the stories that it would tell, the will to prevail when they killed us, threw us in jail for being just who we are. The path was paved well. Nowadays it's nothing more than just a story to sell. Only to escape thinking is the only way to excel. One man's trash is another man's treasure, unless he sees it as a treasure first. I guess it's just a rich man's curse when we see our more is lesser. Pipe dreams under the pressure about to burst. So for success we reach, get paid, we leave our own communities for the suburbs to seek peace. But what's deep, they plotting while we sleep to go and take the hood we left for the gold that's hidden beneath. We go there.
Forget about me. So you save yourself. What about me? Save me too. Oh, save me too. Save me, save me, save me too. What about me? What about me? Save me too. Don't act like you forgot about me. You know who I am. You've been where I've been. Oh, save me too. Don't leave me, leave me. Save me too.
Hey, what's up, BS3 Sports listeners? If you're trying to look fresh to death, but you're on a budget, dress to impress for less at Prime Ties to Go on Facebook and Instagram. You can get high quality ties, bow ties, cufflinks, handkerchiefs, bracelets, watches, and lapel pins exclusively at Prime Ties to Go on Facebook and Instagram. Get yours today.
He could go all the way. It's your boy D Jax. I'm live and in effect with BS3 Sports Show. Keep it locked.
Lay down music,
Welcome back to the BS3 Sports Show. Let's talk some NBA. Big L says D Rose is glass, man. Never will finish a season. Yeah, man. The D Rose story is so sad. It's sad because winning the MVP, believe he won Rookie of the Year, and now where he is, it's sad to me that has happened. I don't wish that on anybody, but there was a D Rose sighting, and he is now a member of the Timberwolves, aka the Timber Bulls, because these guys have the majority of the guys from the Bulls team. They got Taj Gibson, they got D Rose now, they got Jimmy Butler. It's crazy the amount of players that they have picked up as of late. It is crazy. So for me, I'm thinking like if he's able to do anything, for them, is huge. Anything. Whatever it may be. And yes, Big L, my Bulls moved north. Shameful. Yeah, they pretty much moved north because a lot of the players went up there, and mainly because of the coach. Thibodeau leaves and goes over there. So, but it'll be interesting to see how they gel together. What exactly does this mean? So, he gets another opportunity. And shout out to Mandelion in the chat room. Check out his show tomorrow on Spreaker, part of the X Squad. Sunday nights, I believe it's at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, I believe, or maybe the other way around. But check out his show. It's a great one. So we're still taking callers. If you want to call in, join in on the topics and what we're talking about. 469-351-0881. Love to get your thoughts and your comments. Talking about NBA right now. So there are two teams, and that's 9 p.m. Eastern. Mandelion show is on Spreaker, part of the X Squad. Check it out. Shout out to From the Bottom podcast. Appreciate you for coming through. Once again, like I said, still taking callers until the top of the hour throughout the remainder of the show. All right, we got a caller up on the line. My man Mike Patton. I think this is Mike Patton. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Another beautiful day in Nashville, Tennessee.
Definitely. So what would you want to call in and talk about?
Man, wanted to call in and talk about just the Richard Sherman to the Niners talk going on right now.
Really?
Yeah, he actually he's supposed to have be meeting up with the 49ers and have a little dinner.
Okay.
So, and they're the first stop on his tour, which I just find this completely ironic and crazy to me because he's been a rival to the 49ers for all these years, and then it'd be funny if he ended up there. It'd be completely funny to me.
It would be, especially him yelling at